7:30 on this finally Friday, August 23rd. Welcome to Breakfast with Bridgett here, streaming live with you on News 6 Plus and clickorlando.com. I'm Bridgett Ellison, glad to be with you, and we are getting ready for the weekend. There's so much going on. We're just ecstatic about the Lake Mary All-Stars. They are just a few more games away from being world champions. So they have another game coming up. We'll have all the details on that coming up. We have a live interview this morning about the Black Joy Festival happening tomorrow at a park in Orlando, focused on health issues and making sure that people are taking good care of their health. So we'll get details on that. But in the meantime, we're talking about the weather, which is, it's been pretty good, but you still had to keep your rain gear around this week. So we want to check in with Chief Meteorologist Candace Campos as we head into the weekend. And so,
I like how you didn't really know how to explain it. You're like, and the weather has been.
I don't want to say.
It's been.
Yeah. I mean, I got to wear my rain boots. That was fun.
Nice.
This week. That was
every
on,
time I have a pair of black rain boots, and every time I put them on, they're so dusty that I'm like, I'm not gonna.
Well, I noticed a crack in mine. They're like dry rot, so I'm gonna have to get some more.
Oh, well, that
so
defeats
let's
the
go
purpose.
Shopping. Let's both get some.
All right, fine. Pull my arm, why don't you? But you know what I might do this weekend in honor of Little League? I think we're just gonna do a baseball watching movie weekend.
Yes, that would be so good. I grew up on those Bad News Bears movies, which I love.
Bad News Bears.
There's so many.
Sandlot, Rookie of the Year, A League of Their Own, A Field of Dreams. There's just so many.
Because it's America's pastime.
That would be a fun one. And then you have Cracker Jacks and peanuts and stuff for snacks with your popcorn.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I just planned your weekend, everybody.
I like it.
You just need to like baseball and baseball movies.
Yeah, maybe grill out a little bit.
Sure. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, rain chances are going to stay high this weekend. But we saw a lot of rain yesterday. We saw a lot of rain the day before. Now, even though rain chances stay at 70, people look at the forecast and they say, well, it looks exactly the same. I didn't get any rain, so I'm not going to get any rain today. Well, the 70% is more of just the probability, right? Where the exact timing and location of where the rain falls does differ slightly from day to day. So if you didn't get any rain today, maybe you'll get more rain tomorrow and vice versa. So it's just going to be a lot more moisture is in place. So when you get that east and west coast sea breeze coming together like they do every day, we just have a lot more moisture to play with, which then comes in the way of rain, which yesterday it came. I actually got in trouble at the carpool line yesterday.
Oh.
Because I decided to do the walker because I knew it was going to rain. So I switched to walker. So that way I wouldn't get stuck in the car. And so I was standing in the line, and I got out of a different exit that I wasn't supposed to.
Oh, yeah. I made that mistake.
Because I didn't want to get wet. Because guess what? I still left my umbrella in my car.
Don't do it again.
It happens.
It
happens.
Again.
I know. I was like, I'm sorry. I normally don't do it this way. But yeah, so let's take it to the maps. There you go. There's my confessions. This is my confession diaries for... All right. Rain gear will be needed not only for today, but for pickup this afternoon, for the weekend. Just making sure you have some option indoors into the afternoon throughout the weekend. Scattered storms. The timing will be between about the lunchtime hour and then lingering till about 6. And that will be basically the stories we had into Saturday and Sunday. This is a setup. Look at all the moisture on both coasts. We got tons of rain and storms on the Gulf. Tons of rain and storms there in the Atlantic. So you got all that moisture and they're out to sea for now. But then what happens when we start bringing them in across the peninsula? All that moisture surges in, collides across Central Florida. So let's talk about that collision zone today. Starting up and sparking up around lunchtime, you can see some pockets of some pretty heavy rain, still scattered in nature, then becomes more numerous basically from I-4 towards the west. This is a little different than yesterday, where yesterday around 2 o'clock, most of the action was lined up along the coast. So again, you see how things kind of fluctuate from day to day, depending on how strong each sea breeze is for the day. But don't worry, along I-4 and to the east, you might actually even get into some of that rain and storms. It just might be a little later on in the day at about 6, 7 o'clock, and then things really taper off nicely. Then as we head into Saturday, we see a stronger onshore breeze, and then it might actually keep and push most of the rain and storms actually towards the western side of things. So in the meantime, rain chances for today sit at about 70%. The severe weather risk, though, Bridgett, is still low. But there will be hazards that will have that potential of sparking severe thunderstorm warning. So if we get wind gusts of excess of 60 miles per hour, that sparks a severe thunderstorm warning. If we get enough hail, that could spark a severe thunderstorm warning. Now, with that being said, hail is not a big issue for today. It's going to be the lightning, it's going to be the wind. And you see the threat says tornado. It's not really the tornado threat. It's going to be more of a waterspout threat. We saw those twin waterspouts down south yesterday. We saw one over Sanford, over Lake Jessup the day before. So the atmosphere is kind of doing that overall general spin. So it doesn't take much to get that those waterspouts going. And then as we look here, as your hour by hour forecast, more rain a little earlier in the day, more clouds, keeping temperatures at about 89 degrees today. Now, yesterday, by the way, Orlando hit a high of only 85. That was the coolest day since about mid-May. Daytona and Melbourne both hit their coolest afternoons on record for the day with temperatures in the low 80s. So that cloud cover and the early start to the rain really does limit our ability to heat up. And then as we head into Saturday and Sunday, I feel like it's going to be a baseball weekend. I don't know. I am just so nervous for them.
But
I'm so nervous for them.
You know what? They got this. They got this.
I know.
I got a good feeling.
I know. I don't want to see Justin until after.
I've just watched his tan just progress.
It's true.
Week, right?
And it was interesting. He did do a story about it yesterday that one of the dads, don't quote me, but one of the dads did their hair trim, him and his photographer. He's a barber. So
nice.
He cleaned them all up because they've been out there for so long, you know? Yeah. So it's just been so great to watch it. I wake up every morning and the first thing I do is log on and check Justin's Instagram or Facebook page because I'm just like, oh my God, did they win? Because I can't stay up. But
this is going to be legendary for a long time, even if nothing else happens. And you could do a movie on this team. You know what?
Let's do it.
Why not?
Love a good baseball movie. I'm a sucker for sports movies. I certainly am.
So I like the plan. We can grill out if the weather doesn't hold up. Roll the TV back in the house. Yeah. Eat in the house. Watch your movies.
Perfect.
Watch your baseball movies.
Sign me
when
up.
Things dry, when things dry up, go out and play a little softball or baseball yourself.
I love it.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Central Florida. We just planned your weekend for you.
All right, Candace. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I like your print. We were very printy today.
I know. I was so happy you had on print too.
I know. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Solidarity. Yeah. Sometimes we just look like crayons. Every once in a while we bring out the patterns.
Mix it up.
Yeah, mix it up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Very demure, very cutesy. All right.
Very cutesy. Bye.
Bye. All right. We want to talk about a little bit of headlines here. Of course, we're going to talk about the Lake Mary All-Stars in just a second. Want to go out to Chicago. Last night, the final night of the Democratic National Convention, where Vice President Kamala Harris did finally accept formally that presidential nomination from the party. And so she laid out her case, try to draw some comparisons between herself and former President Donald Trump. Our Mark Lehman explains more about what happened last night.
A historic night in Chicago as Vice President Kamala Harris accepted the 2024 Democratic nomination for president.
The delegates and everyone who has put your faith in our campaign, your support is humbling.
During her speech, Harris shared her story and vowed to create an opportunity economy for Americans.
We know a strong middle class has always been critical to America's success. And building that middle class will be a defining goal of my presidency.
The former California Attorney General also made her case against former President Donald Trump.
In many ways, Donald Trump is an unserious man. But the consequences of putting Donald Trump back in the White House are extremely serious.
The acceptance capping a week that saw several high-profile speakers at the DNC.
Don't count the lies. Count the eyes.
We see a mountain in front of us. We don't expect there to be an escalator waiting to take us to the top.
And Democrats are hoping to turn the swell of momentum into a movement that propels Harris into the Oval Office.
All right, so that's the wrap there. And now on to Lake Mary. And this fire, this epic story continues. So another big night for them. They pulled off another win, 6-3 over Nevada. And they have a chance to take the whole thing now. So Justin Wormuth, of course, you know, he's been with the team the whole time, the whole 2 weeks. And so he has the latest on what they are on the edge of now, that they have one more win under their belt and another game coming up tomorrow.
It's been Lake Mary's goal since they arrived in Williamsport, Pennsylvania 2 weeks ago, a shot at winning the U.S. championship of the Little League World Series. Well, that time has now come, and it'll be a rematch against the team from Texas who beat Lake Mary Monday night. Are you guys looking forward to playing Texas again?
Yes. Yes. It's time for revenge.
It's time for revenge, Taraj?
Yeah.
The boys looking for that revenge. Taraj Alexander there had an unbelievable night on the mound. His first time pitching at the Little League World Series. He came in relief, allowing just 3 hits while striking out 5 Nevada hitters and 3 2/3 scoreless innings on Little League's grandest stage.
And it was a great experience to pitch in front of all these people, and it just really made me like super happy and excited.
It was Lake Mary's 4th game in as many days, their 3rd win in a row. All do-or-die games with their backs against the wall. The resiliency, the fight, the grit, all worth it after moving that Southeast placard on to the championship game. Coach, you're going to the U.S. championship of the Little League World Series. How's that feel?
Amazing, man. This is what we were here to do. This is what we wanted to do. We said all along the job's not done. We are where we want to be. We just need to finish the job.
And they'll try to finish the job Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock. Texas will likely throw the same pitcher who shut Lake Mary down on Monday, while Lake Mary will throw their ace, J.J. Feliciano. Should be a phenomenal game. We're going to be here rooting on our boys. For now, reporting in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, Justin Wormuth, Getting Results, News 6.
All righty, so tonight they will have a special right here on News 6. We'll be recapping the whole past 2 weeks of the Little League World Series with the All-Stars, and Justin will bring you that live special report from Williamsport, looking back at all those key moments that have led up to this for the team. Again, that is tonight at 7 right here on News 6, so make sure you check that out. And you know what? Check out the game tomorrow. I really have a good feeling about this. It feels magical, so we're all excited. This is an interesting story now we want to tell you about with state parks. And, you know, Florida has so many beautiful state parks and such a wide variety of things to experience and see at all of them. Of course, preserving them is important as well. But state officials are looking at some ways to draw in some more traffic to the parks. They are looking at things like new campsites or maybe outdoor recreation opportunities, including things like golf, pickleball. So News 6's Catherine Silver has more on why some people aren't crazy about this idea.
Some of Florida's favorite pastimes are golf and pickleball. There are hundreds of parks and courses throughout the Sunshine State.
But what about this proposal? Would you want to play at a state park? That's what Florida's environmental agency is considering. And it's not just pickleball and golf, it's also disc golf, paddling, and lodging.
Take Anastasia State Park, for example, in St. Augustine, where records show up to 4 courts and a disc golf course in the works, and a lodge with up to 350 rooms.
It's perfect the way it is.
Visitors there have mixed feedback for Florida's plans.
Just like this park, the way how is it right now. So quiet, you know, I want to hear the birds.
Well, I'm not a fan of any more hotels, but I don't see a problem with pickleball and disc golf if it's done right.
We don't need any more hotels. Disc golf sounds like fun here.
We posted about it online, and even though none of the parks are here in Central Florida, we still got an immediate reaction. Here are some of the comments on our Facebook page. Enjoy nature, not this nonsense. That would be horrible to cut down vegetation, and that would be awesome.
Florida's Department of Environmental Protection says their plans reinforce the state's commitment to conservation. They made the announcement as part of its Great Outdoors Initiative, which aims to increase public access and recreation at our parks. In a single year, they hosted nearly 30 million visitors and had a $3 billion impact on our economy.
So what happens next? A public calendar shows there's a series of meetings scheduled for next Tuesday where they'll consider changing the use use management plan at 9 parks. You can see the details for yourself on clickorlando.com. I'm Catherine Silver, Getting Results, News 6.
And you know what? You can weigh in on that as well. You can get over to clickorlando.com. We had the survey up this morning, and an overwhelming majority, over 90%, said that they wanted to leave the parks alone. But you can make your voice heard as well. Just go over to clickorlando.com and check out that poll that's happening now. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with news about the Black Joy Festival happening tomorrow, focusing on health and supporting healthy lifestyles. We'll be right back. It is 7:47. Welcome back to Breakfast with Bridgett. We have a special guest this morning, Rebecca Desir. She is the founder of the Black Joy Festival, going into its 4th annual festival coming up tomorrow in Orlando. It's good to have you with us, Rebecca. Good morning.
Good morning, Bridgett. Thank you for having me.
So this is exciting. Congratulations on, getting to 4 years. And this event, of course, is a free event. Tell people more who maybe haven't heard of the Black Joy Festival.
Yes. So again, my name is Rebecca Desir. I'm the founder of Black Health Commission. It's a team of volunteers who host not just the annual Black Joy Festival, but we also host bi-monthly village talks where we talk about different causes that impact the Black diaspora as a whole.
And so when it comes to the festival itself, this is a health-focused event. And so what are some of those health matters that are most concerning when it comes to the focus of this festival?
Yes, so every year we definitely take a chance to talk to community members. We use the data from our village talks as well as other data sources to identify what would connect with the community. So one year we were heavily focused on HIV testing and making sure that those biometric screenings were available. So we partnered with our federally qualified health centers like True Health, Orange Blossom Family Health, partnered with us one year to provide COVID-19 testing. And this year we have a focus on voting, education, as well as testing, different screenings for health.
And there are disparities, and that's one reason why maybe someone wouldn't understand, like, why do we need something like this? Can you talk about those disparities when it comes to health and underserved communities?
Yeah, so although, we want to think that everyone has an equal chance with access to care, but when you're thinking about historically marginalized communities such as the Black diaspora, you notice that there are systemic barriers, there are social determinants of health that impact your ability to access the care, whether it's transportation, whether it's your education level. And so all of these things impact your overall well-being. And so with the Black Joy Festival, we're ensuring that we're partnering with organizations that can address some of those needs, so that way we all have a path to a healthier lifestyle.
And so this is tomorrow, pretty much all day, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Lorna Doone Park. And really, everyone's invited. Anyone can come out. And you can even, bring your pets as long as they're on a leash. But what can you expect to find and see?
Honestly, it's going to be a great time. We like to compare it to a family cookout. As soon as you come out there, you are family to us. We want to make sure that you're having a good time. We have a spades table going on, double Dutch music, food vendors for your choice, and we even have a picnic area under the cooling tent. And we've partnered with so many great organizations like 26 Health, Advent Health, Crew Health, Florida Blue Foundation, as well as just all types of different small local businesses that will also be there selling their products and services.
And so is there a particular time that you want to come through? Like, do you have some programs and things that will happen at different times that maybe people might be interested in catching? I know you have some entertainment lined up, and I saw some of the pictures from previous years. Looks like they were doing a little bit of stretching or a yoga demonstration.
Yeah, honestly, we try to make sure that we have all things that bring folks joy. So if you want to get there as early as 11 a.m. when the program starts, we'll have yoga for you. And then thank goodness we also had another organization that is willing to donate yoga mats. So for those who are interested in that, you can join us at 11. We have a mom zone. Some of our volunteers will be leading out on 10-minute photo sessions. We have Salt XO that will be providing a DIY scrubbing. We have peer support space that will be underneath the pavilion, providing a relaxation respite. I mean, it's just so many different organizations, and it truly is showing how our community here in Central Florida comes together, and we work together to make sure that everyone has, access to healthcare.
And so you also have some giveaways for like the first 300 guests to come out as well.
Yeah, we have some tote bags. Like I said earlier, we'll have those vendors, those Black-owned businesses. So for those who are out there and just want to see what is out there, we have, folks who are selling jewelry, candles. We have even financial advisors if you're looking for that. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it at the Black Joy Festival. And for the first 300, you'll receive a tote bag.
Nice. And so the food trucks, the kids zone, the mom zone, snow cones, this is all free for you to come out. You do have to pay for the food vendors, though. That is for a charge. Okay.
You do. Yes.
Just want to make sure that's clear.
Yes, ma'am.
And so you have live music and art and games.
Yeah, so we've partnered with a local artist. His name is Akwanza, and he's been amazing. Literally, we had a community art day last month, and this month you'll be able to see the art installations that we created as a community and led by him. Actually, that's him right there.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll be able to see the art installations live and take pictures in front of them.
Very nice. Well, it looks like it will be a fun time. It's rain or shine too, we should say. So
yes,
bring the umbrella. Come on out, right?
Yes, please do. Rain or shine, unless, we see lightning, then we have to shut things down. But, I'm knocking on wood. It's going to be a great time. Please come out. It's free for the community, thanks to our wonderful partners.
Wonderful. Rebecca, thank you so much. 10 to 4, Lorna Doone Park tomorrow for the Black Joy Festival. Thank you. Take care.
All right. Thank you.
Bye. Before we go, too, if you would like to volunteer with Light Orlando, they are partnering
I'm here with
pack
Troy
a
Wright
million meals, and Ezzy Castro has more about how you can volunteer to help with Light Orlando packing 1 million meals this weekend.
All right, I'm here with Troy Wright with Light Orlando, and we are at the Central Florida Fairgrounds inside the Expo Center starting tomorrow, Saturday.
Yep.
This place is going to be packed with people.
It's going to be packed. We're going to have 2,000 volunteers, hopefully over 2,000 volunteers. We're going to be assembling 1 million meals. So This space is empty right now. We're getting ready to set up 160 tables in here, which will create 80 assembly stations where those volunteers will come together and assemble 1 million meals.
And why are we doing this?
Well, you know, everybody is facing the pinch at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Hunger doesn't discriminate. We're all struggling to buy groceries. What used to fill your trunk up with $100 now fills your passenger seat. And so we want to be able to provide 1 million servings a meal, 1 million servings that will go into the bellies of those individuals in the community who are struggling to put food on the table.
And 1 million this time, because last year you guys did 500,000, but I mean the goal this year is 1 million, which by the way, you're going to need the help. We're talking about 2,000 volunteers needed, okay? So we're not there yet. So
yes, we're not there yet. No,
Yeah.
we're still a couple hundred volunteers short, so please go on and sign up. We need you out here. All we need is your willing heart, your helping hands. We'll provide you with the hairnet.
I love it. All right, thank you, Troy. And of course, we have more details on how you can help and get results in my article on clickorlando.com. But we are here in Orlando as Castro Results News 6.
Awesome right there. Some great things happening this weekend. It's exciting. So we want to tell you about that Disney Insider contest because we're giving away tickets to Disney on Ice, and you want to enter to win these family packs of tickets because we have 5 that we're giving out, 5 packages. Go to clickorlando.com/insider. If you're not an insider, register for that. Then it is free to enter to win. And you can enter as many times as you want through Monday for a chance to get those tickets. So good luck on that one. Of course, it is Coke Zero Sugar 400 weekend, Daytona Beach. And, you know, we gave out some tickets for that, too. So this is why you want to be an insider so you can register for all those contests that pop up. We're also giving away some tickets right now for a special night at the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. That's going to be a fun thing, so we're giving away tickets for that. Check it out when you go to the Insider page. Another thing, don't forget, we're hitting the road to Melbourne, and we want to know about stories that you want us to cover in Melbourne ahead of our newscast live from Melbourne coming up soon. So let us know at clickorlando.com. Hits the road. We want to hear from you. That's going to do it for this Friday edition of Breakfast. I'll see you at noon. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here Monday, too.